Yeah.
You're now listening to the best music. Get ready. The hits keep coming throughout the day. Keeping you company throughout the day. Get ready. The hits keep coming. My family screaming, it's with me inside, but you I need everything, cause everything now for you.
Happy New Month, family. How we doing? Always a great time to be alive on the Great White Music Station. Basically, on my show, Let's Pop with Irritas. It's February, baby. Month of the fire horse. How you feeling? How you doing? Come on. I hope you're happy, peaceful. I hope you're enjoying life. Because it's always a great time to be alive. Hey, Thames over there, a remix. I know you wanna say, I'm loving every night and I'm rolling every day. I'm ready. I hope you had a fun weekend, productive, restful, however it was. Join me this beautiful afternoon. Always talking about redefining Africa as we redefine ourselves because you are the change you need to see in the world. Unapologetically dominating. Hey, hey, hey. Come on. I'm ready, babe. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, babe. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, babe.
Keeping you company throughout the day.
I love the remix for Caesar over there. And Tans joined in Omalay, Tukudela, Jazz Works. Come on. If you've listened to the original, it's such a banger. But the remix is actually topping it all. I'm doing the music, I'm doing my way, baby, oh. Don't follow the doing, I'm cha-cha-cha, baby, oh. My family's winning, it's with me inside, but come on! My family is winning!
They go in this side, that side, that way. So open your eyes and follow my lead. I do it one time, my way. Cause we are going and you need it. Everyone knows that they ain't got nothing to say. Step into my heart, I know you wanna stay. We're living every day and going every day. I will
Are you ready to win? That's what's up. I love this remix over there with Thames, Omalay, Tuku Teller, Just Work, Caesar, It's like your 11 p.m. You could have had the original song. It was also such a banger. And my girls yesterday introduced, no, actually on the weekend introduced me to the remix of this song, and I love it. Download our album on the Google Play Store, stream on www.blackwhitefireradio.com for amazing healthy supplement. I'm recording with the Blackwood Fire Radio logo on it. How you feeling? How you doing? Oh, it's a great time to be alive. I'm happy. I'm peaceful. I am having a good day. I'm excited for February. I'm just really, really excited and happy. All is well, and I'm so grateful to be alive. I'm so grateful for the amazing things that are falling into place, for the beautiful people around my life. I love my friends or like my family, and it's just a blessing to have people who get you, who love you, who support you, who don't question your authenticity, and who just want you to win. It's a blessing for me. Also, we're going to be talking about the scramble for Africa, and today's topic that I did put is Chinese in Africa, but basically it was supposed to be the scramble for Africa, but I will talk more about why we do have the Chinese literally gathered in Africa. They're actually in every country in Africa. I know we've talked about this, but I don't think I've really actually tackled this topic on my show. Welcome to Let's Pop with Arizona Family, the ones joining me live on YouTube, on BitChute, and on radio. How are you doing? Let me know how your weekend was and how you're feeling about this new month, because it's the month of the fire horse, 17th January, literally. That's when all starts to manifest. I don't know what you're doing with your life. I hope you're in alignment, and I hope you're excited to step into this month unapologetically with audacity to actually claim who you are. That's what she'll do. But right now, let's listen in to the health and benefit of some of the supplements we do have for you on our website. I take my CMOS religiously. I don't know about you, but I'll definitely want to hook you up with some of the supplements we do have for you on the website.
Fuel your body with complete multivitamin, the perfect balance of essential nutrients for daily health and wellness. Carefully formulated from natural ingredients, our multivitamin packs vitamins A, C, D, E, plus key minerals like zinc and magnesium to support your immune system and boost energy. Just one tablet a day is all you need. Take it with water and feel the difference as prescribed by your healthcare provider. Stay active, stay strong, stay ready with Complete Multivitamin, your daily dose of vitality. Complete Multivitamin, simple, powerful nutrition. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition store.
$32.90, you will order and get your multivitamin. We do have ashwagandha, beetroot, manuka honey coffee, shea butter for the ladies, and aloe vera. So, but before I start the conversation of the day, I'll always have a motivational video to pump you up, and then I'll touch a little bit of the year of the fire hose, just a little short clip regarding how this year or this month, because it's initially starting on February 17th, and what you should definitely be expecting. If you're only in alignment,
are actually afraid of your dark side. How many of y'all are afraid of that shadow that you know you need? How many of y'all are afraid of that dark side? What if I told you you literally cannot succeed without that dark side? Do y'all understand the parts of my video where I'm snapping, where I'm going hard, where all of that is my dark side? All of that is my raw emotion. The problem is that I don't allow my emotion to become destructive. When people piss me off, when people get me upset, I find ways to take it and transmute it. Some of y'all, when y'all get upset, when you get heated, what y'all do is y'all just sit there in the emotion, not realizing that that's fuel. That's fuel. Y'all need to stop condemning your dark side. What I want you to understand, the main thing about 2026 is that you cannot win without your dark side. How many of y'all are actually afraid of your dark side? How many of y'all are afraid of that shadow that you know you need? How many of y'all are afraid of that dark side? What if I told you you literally cannot succeed without that dark side? Do y'all understand the parts of my video where I'm snapping, where I'm going hard, where all of that is my dark side? All of that is my raw emotion. The problem is that I don't allow my emotion to become destructive. When people piss me off, when people get me upset, I find ways to take it and transmute it. Some of y'all, when y'all get upset, when you get heated, what y'all do is y'all just sit there in the emotion, not realizing that that's fuel.
Absolutely do have that embrace your savage side on this year, basically on the year of 2026. And the last video is
what, bitch? Oh, one thing about me, I embrace darkness. Motherfuckers try to do voodoo, witchcraft. Motherfuckers try to steal my energy. Motherfuckers that broke in my home. Motherfuckers that stole my shit. Guess what, bitch? You can't break me, ho. You can't break me. And you know what happens when you have that spirit? Motherfuckers never want to go up against the motherfuckers that they know they can't break. That's what, bitch? Oh.
You do not let anybody break you, but right into the conversation for Scramble for Africa. We'll talk more about this right now. The Berlin Conference and the shocking truth of the Berlin Conference and how that happened. And also why we do have a lot of Chinese individuals rushing into Africa. We're going to talk more about that. But I do have a short Chinese zodiac calendar of the year of the fire horse. I always definitely share this on my show.
What makes the fire horse special? In the Chinese sexagenary cycle, 2026 is the year of Bing Wu. Here is why it is legendary. The double fire paradox. The horse belongs to the fire element by nature. In 2026, the heavenly stem is also fire. This creates an incredibly intense yang energy that can lead to massive global shifts, technological breakthroughs, and high-stakes financial movements. The rarity. The last fire horse year was 1966, and the next won't be until 2086. Because the energy is so strong, it is historically seen as a year that brings extreme fortune. Either a spectacular success or dramatic change, with very little middle ground. Personality and spirit. Those born or operating under this sign are seen as fiercely independent, rebellious, and charismatic. In 2026, the collective mood will shift toward freedom and self-expression. It is a year to break old chains and start something completely new. What makes the fire horse special?
Absolutely. That's the year of the fire horse. And they say it's a year to break through from the old habits and stepping into the new, change, freedom. And it only works with people who are charismatic, who are rebellious in a good way. And those people are literally, they want to actually elevate and evolve. So if you believe you're such an individual, I know this is your year. Embrace it because success, fortune, and freedom definitely is designed for you. But welcome again. My name is Irton Longoria, and we're always talking about redefining Africa as we redefine ourselves on Let's Pop with Irton. I hope you all are having a beautiful, fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, whatever you at. Remember, you can download our app, get your supplement, get your clothing, clothes at 100%. We have t-shirt, we have bags, snags, hats with the Blackout Fire Radio logo on it. Welcome, Mr. Newsom. I hope you're having a beautiful afternoon or morning, whatever you're at.
Having a morning. It's a nice morning. A little chilly here, John. You know, give me an old fat woman to keep me warm.
Okay. All the best with that. Nothing is impossible.
I'm good.
Welcome to the show. We're talking about the scrambles for Africa, but most importantly, why we do see China or the Chinese rush into Africa. Definitely had about this in a lot of conversation, but I've never really tackled it on my show. And also, we're going to go back and talk more about the Berlin conference, which will definitely lead us to the reason why we do have right now. You'll go to each and every country in Africa, or let me say Africa, and you'll definitely see a Chinese. What are they looking for? What are they doing? Where are they? Everywhere. And it's amazing how they're starting up businesses in Africa. And you cannot do that if you're an African in China. It's still hard for you to start a business or anything as an African, but I'll definitely start with this conversation right now.
Furniture and in the wall. It's January.
We also did have Trevor Noah breaking that down.
17 at the headquarters of the African Union here in Ethiopia. An IT engineer is looking at the servers in this building and something seems off. The engineer notices that often in the middle of the night, these servers are connecting to some server in Shanghai and uploading emails and audio files. The African Union headquarters was built in 2012. But it was not paid for by any African nation.
The impressive new headquarters of the African Union, entirely funded by the Chinese government.
This building was a $200 million gift from the Chinese government. It was designed and built by Chinese firms with Chinese money. And yes, the servers were installed by Chinese engineers, who, it appears, left an intentional backdoor into the servers so that they were easily accessible. The African Union IT team eventually removed these Chinese servers and installed new ones. The Chinese government literally offered to install them for them, but they declined. The local IT people also swept the building and they found microphones embedded in the furniture and in the walls. The whole building was bugged. And had been feeding audio and internal emails to China for like 5 years since the building was built. China building a headquarters for the African Union and then spying on it is...
Of course. That's because the Africans don't have any power and they're stupid. So they're going to build a whole fake African Union so they get to listen to everything. They think the Africans have common sense. Okay, we didn't build it. We don't never build shit right. Let's go check if it's got bugs in it. Let's check and see if it's got listening devices. That's the first thing you would have did. But
they're not stupid.
They're stupid. Talking about how you going to have a building for 5 years and people listening to you every time. When nobody set no building built by someone else and you ain't checked it for bugs. That's what you call that? That's smart? Okay, that's so. That's why the white man's making a joke. He said, 5 years. They listen to all this shit, even though they had bugs in it. And the Africans were embarrassed because they looked stupid again. They said, well, we don't got nothing to hide. What are you talking about? You morons, if somebody else built a building, you didn't pay for it, and you didn't check it for bugs every time, that's the first thing you would do. bugs and hidden cameras every time. But go ahead.
In Africa. And that's what this video is about. It's about how a growing China has rushed into Africa, mainly by building a bunch of stuff. Roads, trains, dams, mines, ports. These
All kind of cheap shit.
As a superpower. And it shows how this country is projecting its power on the continent of Africa.
But there are questions here over why the headquarters of such an important African organization is entirely the work of Chinese construction, labor, and money.
Okay, so there's this very predictable thing that you see
China
as countries get powerful. As a country gets rich, they often start looking outward, both economically and militarily. Let me explain what I mean here. 50 years ago, China was a very poor country.
Was dirt poor. Was poor in Africa. Was dirt fucking poor. Exactly, dirt poor.
True.
But go there. Oh, they didn't pray to Jesus or Allah and get rich? Oh.
Most land, not population. No, you're wrong about this.
So now China is a very rich country. And remember, rich countries start looking outward. How can they project their power, connect with other countries to continue their growth? They do this for a couple of reasons. The first one is the economic reason. In the same way that the US got really rich and prosperous and started to look outward to China for cheap labor, China also got rich. And its labor eventually got expensive, wages went up, and China needed its own option for cheap labor and new growth opportunities. So they started pouring huge amounts of money, like $300 billion huge, into Africa.
That charts.
Let's go exploit the stupid Africans.
And they cause a death trap right now in Africa.
So that's the economic reason. China grows really fast, their growth is slowing down, so they need to invest in emerging economies, is what the economists will call it. Economies that haven't developed.
But emerging markets.
A bit of investment could start to grow. Untapped markets. But the economic explanation is only half the story here. In China, economics and government power are not very separate. So to understand what China is really up to, you have to understand the geopolitical motives. And to do that, we got to look at a map. Here are all the countries that China has projects in. And yes, I just highlighted every single country on the African continent. I mean, besides this one down here, this little tiny country of Swaziland, they're the one holdout on all of this. These projects range from transportation projects like roads and trains, to energy like oil and dams, to real estate projects like housing developments, and then mining for things like copper. You have everything from a shoe factory in Ethiopia to a $6 billion Chinese-financed dam in Nigeria, to a massive suspension bridge in Mozambique, the longest in Africa. I mean, these projects are everywhere, even here on this tiny island off the coast, where China has poured millions of dollars to build housing, a stadium, an auditorium, a library, as well as their national parliament. China built it all. There are too many of these projects to even count. And honestly, if you take it as a whole, a lot of these projects have been a major benefit and economic stimulus to these countries' economies. But why is China doing this? What are they up to? Well, in addition to all the economic value of investing in emerging markets, China's president also claims that they're doing this in the name of cooperation and friendship.
Obviously, it's not cooperation and friendship. It's about power and domination by the end of the day. And also, definitely always go back to leaders we have in Africa, politicians, honestly, because they know what we're doing. Understanding Africa's economic growth or literally abundance, we can always just manufacture, create everything over here. But if you have leaders as the ones we do have right now, because they're the ones who created this collaboration, and now there's a depth growth in Africa, honestly, which I believe will take a while.
The African way. Let's dig into this and actually see what these projects look like and how they are built, and if it truly is the African way, whatever that means. Okay, so there's this really impressive rail system that China built in Kenya. It goes from
Look at that.
Nairobi to Mombasa in just under 4 hours, which is faster than any train in the United States, which, let's be honest here, isn't really saying much because here in the United States, we don't really know how to build trains.
We don't build trains. Exactly. We don't build trains in the United States. And that train is old technology, so it's washed up. And we wouldn't, and if we did build it, we wouldn't build that old shit right there. America is built for the car. So, yeah, we wouldn't build no old Chinese technology of 30 years ago. Why don't if China want to do something, why don't they give Kenya the bullet trains that they got, the ones that are in Asia? That's some old outdated shit from the 70s. Fuck out of here. Go ahead.
Or the debt trap, 100%. All they do.
That's exactly what it is. Exactly. It's a debt trap. Exactly.
Yeah, and the leaders that you have, like, they're so excited. Yeah, they're going to build these roads, this infrastructure and amenities. But, honey, it's a debt trap because of power and domination. Because the United States of America did the same thing. They're all trying to do the same thing.
It's kind of a shame. And anyway, look at this train in Kenya.
But it's possible to say no, because if Ibrahim Traore can say no to all this air quotes collaboration or friendship, he knows what's really happening because they will have power over the Sahel. So what does it take for the leaders who do have to say no? Or they're given an ultimatum. They've been given an ultimatum.
It takes you have a revolution. If Africans stop being cowards. That's what it takes. Same thing they did in Burkina Faso.
100%.
This railway system was a $3.6 billion project, the most expensive infrastructure.
Really?
Overcharged.
Really?
Overcharged. And if you look at the one, sorry, that's the Hule. Look at the one right down in Tanzania. It was much cheaper, and the technology is nowhere. It's actually got updated technology. The ones in Tanzania, because they didn't have the Chinese build it, they built it. It's like 3 times cheaper than the goddamn one in Kenya, and it's new technology.
That does not look like a 0.6 billion project.
It's not, Ayrton. It's like you said, it's a debt trap. It's stolen money.
You know where the money went to? You know who took the money.
Project since Kenya's independence, and it was mostly entirely paid for by a giant loan from China's state-run bank.
That's what they do.
Financed by China, designed by Chinese engineers, and then built by Chinese construction firms that sent.
Yeah. So no money you got. Oh, China benefit, and then you had Chinese people employed there working the shit. So where's the benefit to Kenya? There was none.
There's no benefit to us because the Chinese workers are the ones who.
Chinese workers pay for it. Exactly. So you pay the Chinese, so Chinese get all the money. So you got nothing. It ain't making any sense to even do it. Exactly.
Their designs was their money.
Yep. So they paid themselves out of your money, and now you're funding them. You funding them money. So to work on some shit that you supposedly got, some shit that you paid for. If I paid for it, should I be the one in control of it? Should I be the one managing it? Should I be the one putting Kenyan people in there working?
You're the one supposed to design it. You're not supposed to put Kenyan workers to.
Yeah. Exactly.
Actually, we didn't do anything. Nothing at all.
It's a Chinese company that actually runs the thing. If you write this,
you pay for some old shit. And then makes it this is like Magufuli said, this is what morons do. Sorry, and this the African leader said, and I may hear that this is shit morons do. No one would do this Kenyan deal if they wasn't high on drugs or some shit or drunk. He said unless you were drunk or something.
Absolutely.
This thing. It looks like China just parachuted in and plopped this thing down in Kenya. And
yeah, they are watching us 100%.
Kenya,
I feel like there are microphones in that train.
Has millions of dollars of debt that they have to pay back to China eventually. In fact, 72% of all of Kenya's debt is owed to China. And this railway was meant to reduce congestion on the highway that runs parallel to it, but it hasn't done that. In fact, this railway right through.
No, it hasn't done none of that because it wasn't designed to do none of that. This is a debt trap for morons who run Kenya. It wasn't designed to do none of that. Chinese don't like you, so they're not there to be your friends and help you. So I like to even to a race and no, we don't want nothing from China. We'll build it ourselves. We'll build it ourselves with our own people. We don't need China. Why do you have other people come build your shit? You got you got people that need jobs in Kenya. Why don't you employ them? Doesn't make any sense. Go ahead.
And also, they feel like every little infrastructure that is like maybe, average to them will definitely excite Africans. So this is gonna be really exciting because you feel like it's the best of all time. But honey, have you seen trains? This is nothing compared to the trains you see all over the world. Honestly.
Exactly. Go look at the trains they build for themselves. Say, pull up. Look at that train right there, Airtime. They go, and which is cheaper. They built this train. So pull up on your YouTube. Put up Chinese bullet trains. Now imagine the trains they make for them are cheaper than the ones they gave you. Now pull up their train. So why don't they build you that one? And it's cheaper because they're trying like they're trying to put you in a debt trap.
Right.
Build you cheap shit. And you're like, oh, thank you, Chinese. Thank you. Thank you what? For building me this overpriced cheap shit?
Low budget train.
Exactly. The Africans don't know, they don't understand. This train is 30 years old. It's some low budget shit that they paid high budget for.
Efficient.
Yeah, look at that bullet train. Yeah, right there. Why they didn't build that in Kenya? That's cheaper. It would have been cheaper to build it. Why they didn't build that?
Here.
True.
Or even here. But who takes the cake for the world's best high-speed rail system? China. In little more than a decade, China has built almost 40,000 kilometers of high-speed.
Exactly, a decade, 10 years, because they had no trains. They're a poor country. They know how to build them cheap. There you go. Why didn't build those in Kenya, which would have been cheaper? Because they were trying to put you in debt to charge you more money for low budget shit. That's why.
According to the Worldwide Railway Organization. And forget about the U.S. It barely even has one. So
since the Africans didn't have none, they'll take any cheap. Say, yeah, we got a train, yay! Do you know this train is outdated?
Yeah, they know Africans will take anything. That's a good point. Yeah, 100%. And also, you're not going to question it because it's the Chinese who built it.
Yeah.
This color.
Yeah. Yay! We got a train, yay! You know this train is old and outdated. Do you know that? I don't know that. You paid three times the price for this bullshit.
Miles per hour. His train moves thanks to magnets and initially runs on wheels. When it reaches sufficient speed, it pulls its wheels in, just like an airplane, and breaks physical contact with the rails. In this way, the train can travel at very high speeds with no rail friction, only the friction of the air and no jolts. This magnetic rail train is...
For that, we do have another one. The last one I'll definitely share over here. Build that then. You should definitely build a train like that.
Zach, why they didn't build that one? Why they didn't build that one in Kenya? Why they build some outdated ass shit and charge it 3 times the price?
Because the train, it's just not it, guys. It's not it's not that exciting. Or the way they're actually explaining it right now. It's just a normal train, just a very normal train.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. They put the Africans, they said the Africans are uneducated. They want to, yeah, look at our train, yay. Your train is like 40 years old, the technology. You know that? We don't know that. We just know we got a train, yay.
Well, the
train. Do me a favor, Airtime. Pull up. Do me a favor, Airtime. Pull up, say, go to YouTube, Senora, say the new high-speed rail train in Tanzania. Let's see what that one looks like. So we know that one was 3 times cheaper than the ones the Chinese made. Let's see the high-speed train in Tanzania.
There's a lot of mediocrity in Africa. We should stop it. stop accepting things that is not literally low budget, And this goes back to the African ancient history. If you know who you are, if you know your history, you don't accept this at all. You'll definitely say no with it. The train, yeah.
They say the high-speed rail in Tanzania.
The
high-speed train. The high-speed train. They say the new high-speed train in Tanzania. See what it looks like. I'm gonna ride that thing. Like when the restaurant gets open, I'm gonna go ride that thing. Yeah, 5-6 times cheaper than the one built in Kenya. There you go. That's Tanzania shit. Look a lot better than the one they got up in goddamn Kenya.
Trains operations.
They didn't have no goofy Chinese building. They got the real shit. Magufuli said, "I want a real train, not that bullshit in Kenya."
News and promising developments are in Tanzania. I was among the first passengers of this train, and I wanted to share my traveling experience with you explorers. Luckily enough, I even got a chance to stay in front to show you best views of tunnels in Kilosa, beautiful landscapes of Tanzanian countryside, and object views of Dodoma City, especially NCC Link or Azina area.
And then I've seen with this, the one for Tanzania, every city is like literally facing forward. You're not facing each other. Like, it's annoying. It's like, why are we looking at each other? The one in Kenya, it says too much. Every city is facing forward, and the one in Tanzania, as it should.
Yeah.
But the one in Tanzania is cheaper too. 5 or 6 times cheaper than the one made in Kenya.
Normal train should.
.co.tz Rail Express. Follow all procedures up to pay. You can pay by M-Pesa or using a bank, and later print your ticket ready for an adventure. This train has 2 classes: business class, which costs $45, and royal class, that costs $56.
Not that bad.
Wow, that's pretty cheap. That's what's up. I'm gonna get on that motherfucker. I'm gonna get on the business class though. He said $5 for business class. That's what he said.
I think $5 or $56.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit. I put everybody on business class. Look how nice that shit look.
It's really exciting. Wow.
Got that.
Beautiful. Can everybody
You got that.
every seat you
You got that. And you got that old ass train in Kenya. Yay! Chinese built us some old shit and it's 10 times more expensive. Yay!
Oh my god. I want to share a video of Trevor Noah reacting to why China is in Africa.
Back in the day, when one country wanted to take over another country, they had to beat them in a war.
Recently been accused of trying to take over Uganda's Seoul International Airport if the East African country fails to pay a $200 million loan.
And that's what they do. Debt trap. If you don't pay it, they're going to threaten to take something from you.
And they're gonna threaten they're gonna take it.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna offer you this enormous amount of money that is so exciting for you, which it shouldn't. And they're eyeing your land. They're eyeing something. By the end of the day, it's all planned out. They know what you want. They know what they want to get out of that debt trap.
If Uganda fails airport,
you can say no to the loan. It's not that serious.
It
won't be a Chinese.
Assembly's been there for 40 years, and they ain't got number one international airport in the whole country of Uganda. This is a moron.
The president to take the airport.
That probably already took it. He's an idiot.
Got it.
And you're supposed to have more than one international airport inside of your country. That means this dude's an idiot. Why he's there? Motherfucker's a moron.
We can say no. We can say no. We can gather together and reclaim our power back. Like, we can say no because we know they need us. We really know that they really, really need Africa.
We do not interfere.
I'm sorry?
That's a lie. Nobody borrowing, giving you no money. They don't want nothing back. There's no strings attached to that. You know, it's a lie.
That's a lie.
this you're dealing with people. If you borrow their money, they want their money back, and they go crazy if you don't give them their money back.
Yeah. Goes back to the Chinese government. Yes, it's creating job opportunity in Africa, but it means the money that they're getting from all these jobs that they're creating is going back to the Chinese government. But my question is, I think I always ask about this every day, and it goes back to the conversation of we need conscious leaders who will say no to all these loans that are being given, because nobody will just give you money to just make you happy. Obviously, there are strings attached by the end of the day. We saw the fact that they definitely confiscated the airport in Uganda. So if they're giving you loans and they know literally you guys will not take yourself out of that dump, they know they're going to take something away from you. We need leaders like Ibrahim Traore who will definitely unapologetically stand up and say no to this, no to the friendship and the cooperation that they're trying to create, because it's not friendship and it's not cooperation of friendship that they're trying to create. It's basically a debt trap.
Was so egregious in
negotiated agreement. So there are strings attached. And how do we get out of this negotiations and, friendly cooperation, as they call it? By having conscious leaders who can stand up confidently, unapologetically, and say no. I believe we do have conscious leaders. We need more of Ibrahim Traore to literally reclaim the power of Africa and basically re-educate Africans on their power, because he is allied to actually showcase to the rest of the world, literally the rest of the African continent, that it's possible to be independent. But I'm minding our family with Chinese in Africa, the scramble for Africa, in quotes, and how we can definitely reclaim our power back. And I always mention the one and only Ibrahim Traore. And I always say that he's a light showcasing to the rest of the world, most importantly Africans, that it's possible to have an independent Africa for Africans. But let me know how you feel about that. Thank you for the ones who are listening to me on YouTube and BitChute. You can download our app on the Google Play to stream on www.blackoutfireradio.com for amazing healthy supplements. Upper clothing with the Blackout Fire Radio logo on it right now. Let's listen into the health and benefit of some of the supplements we do have for you.
Beetroot, nature's powerhouse. Packed with vitamins, antioxidants and nitrates, it's known to support heart health, boost stamina, and improve blood circulation. Our beetroot is naturally grown and harvested at peak ripeness. The roots are cleaned, dried, and finely ground to preserve their rich nutrition content, giving you all the benefits in one pure form. Add 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder to your juice, smoothie, or water, or take it in capsule form as recommended by your healthcare provider. Beetroot helps enhance endurance, lower blood pressure, and keep you feeling energized and balanced all day. Fuel your body with the natural power of beetroot. Stay strong, stay healthy. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
$20.90. You'll definitely get that on our website. That has been my time, family. My name is Ayrton Longoria. On Let's Pop with Ayrton, we're always talking about redefining Africa as I redefine myself or ourselves. And thank you, Mr. Newsom, for joining in for a while. I really appreciate that. And remember that Africa can be independent and Africa will be independent because there's a rise for the revolutionaries who are actually on that route of actually making Africa great again.
By the rules that people who never intended for you to win made. And one of the rules that you play by is being humble. Unfortunately, you thought that being humble was the holy thing to do. What a great thing to do. If people are too confident, we have to make them feel guilty. You've been playing by the rules written by people who never intended for you to win. And that's something I really want to talk about. You have been playing by the rules that people who never intended for you to win made. And one of the rules that you play by is being humble. Unfortunately, you thought that being humble was the holy thing to do. What a great thing to do. If people are too confident, we have to make them feel guilt.
And this year, the year of the fire horse, literally, my word to you is be audaciously, unapologetically confident. Sending you so much love and light. Have a good one. Take care.
Greetings and salutations, massive. Here's Andrew Robinson, your Jamaican brother all the way in Switzerland. And you're tuning in to the Black Hot Fire Radio. And you're listening to
keeping you completely through now, listening to the best music. Feel the freshness. Get ready. The hits keep coming. All day, every day.
Say